Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello dear students. This is Mervat Abdullah, math teacher and supervisor. Today we are going to solve geometry exam Cairo Governorate. Question number 1. Complete the following. If sine x equals root 3 over 2, where x is the measure of an acute angle, then find x. I drew for you this triangle and رسمت لك triangle. He said that it is sine x, so sine is the opposite over hypotenuse. So to find x هنعمل ايه? We need to find the inverse sine. So I will put it on the calculator, shift sine, root 3 over 2, which will give me 60 degrees. Question 2. If point A is 5 and 3, point B is 1 and 7, then the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. هنحط الرول معانا. ال x coordinate of the midpoint, الرول بتقولي x1 plus x2 over 2, let's substitute. x1 here is 5, x2 is 1, so 5 plus 1 over 2, which is 6 over 2, which will give me finally 3. Let's go to the y coordinate to find it. Put the rule. Y equals y1 plus y2 over 2, let's substitute. y1 is 3, y2 is 7. So 3 plus 7 over 2, which will give me 10 over 2. So the final answer of it is 5. So the midpoint is 3 and 5. Question 3. The equation of the straight line whose slope, this is the slope, that means m, and intercepts 7 units from the positive part of the y-axis, that means c equals positive 7 because he said it is positive. تمام. Let's put the rule. Y equals, this is the equation, y equals mx plus c. Let's substitute. Instead of m I will put 5, instead of c I will put positive 7. So this is the equation. Question 4. Sine 30 times cosine 60 plus sine squared 60. Let's substitute. We know that sine 30 is 1 over 2 and cosine 60 also is 1 over 2. Let's substitute. So 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 plus sine 60, as we know, it is root 3 over 2 all power 2. He said so. خلينا نشوف. So 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 gives 1 over 4, and root 3 over 2 power 2 is 3 over 4. After adding these quantities, it will give me 1. Question number 5. Area of triangle bounded by the straight lines x equals 0, y equals 0, and this straight line equals what? First of all, let's plot x equals 0 and y equals 0. This is equals 0, x equals 0, and this is y equals 0. دلوقتي I need to find this straight line. I want to draw it. So I need a table. تمام. This is the table. هنفترض شوية values of x and substitute in this equation to find the coordinates of y. تمام. When I substitute x equals 0, this will give me y equals 2. I put it in the table. When I substitute with y equals 0, this will give me x equals 3. أحطها في التable. Now let's plot the 2 points. I have 0 and 2, which will be here. I have 3 and 0. It will be here. Let's match the 2 points to draw the straight line. Okay, now I have this triangle. I want the area of this triangle. This is the triangle I will deal with. تمام. خلينا نشوف. What is the length of this side? Let's count the units. 1, 2, it is 2. And what is the length of this side? It is 1, 2, 3. So the area equals half base times height. So half, 3 times 2, as we said, then the area is 3 square units. Question 6. In the opposite figure, ABC is a right angle triangle at B. AB equals 3, as you see here, and BC equals 4. Here is BC. He wants me to find cosine C. Here, this is the angle that he is talking about. To find cosine, cosine means adjacent over hypotenuse. Where is the hypotenuse? I want to find it. Type. Let's put the rule using Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse equals the root of this side square plus that side square. So 3 power 2 plus 4 power 2, root of 25 gives 5. So this side is 5 now. Okay, let's find the cosine of C. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So 4 over 5. Question 2. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. If cosine x equals sine 45, where x is the measure of an acute angle, then what is the measure of that x? أنا هساعدك. I will draw for you this triangle. As we said before, if I have a right angle triangle with an angle equals 45, then the other angle must be also 45. So this angle he is talking about is 45. Question 2 for choices. The distance between the point 3 and -5 and the x-axis equals how many units? طيب, I have two ways to find this. With drawing, as I brought for you this lattice, where is the point 3 and -5? Let's plot it. Here is the point he is talking about, this one. He wants the distance between this point and the x-axis. So I need to count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the distance is 5. This is a way to answer this question. I have another way. What is that way? Look at the y coordinate. So the distance is absolute of the y coordinate, which will give me also 5. So choice number C. Question 3 for choices. If the straight line L is perpendicular to the straight line whose equation is y minus 2x equals 7, then what is the slope? He wants me to find the slope. طيب, I will write this equation first of all. أول حاجة I need إني أخلي الواي في left hand side وأخلي بقية الإكويشن في right hand side. So move this part to the other side. So y equals 2x plus 7 now. Where is the slope? This part is the slope. So the slope of the original straight line is 2. تمام. I know that if the two straight lines are perpendicular, then the slope of the first line times the slope of the second line equals -1. So if I have the first one is 2, بعمل إيه؟ بجيب الرeciprocal وأغير الساين. So the second slope is -1 over 2. Question 4. The straight line for y equals 3x plus 16 intercepts from the y-axis a part of length. What is that length? We want to find it. First of all هنكتب الإيكويشن زي ما هي. تاني حاجة لازم أتأكد إن الواي الكوفيشنت بتاعها is 1. طيب بس هي 4. أعمل إيه؟ Divide all the equation by 4. When we divide this by 4, it will give me y. When we divide this by 4, it will be 3 over 4. And when we divide this by 4, it will give me 4. What is the y-intercept? This part. So it is choice B. Question 5. The distance between the 2 points, -4 and 0, 0 and -3. عارفين الرول طبعا. هنقول the distance equal root x2 minus x1 all power 2, y2 plus y2 minus y1 all power 2. Let's substitute. x2 -4 minus x1 is 0. y2 0 minus -3. لما حطينا الكلام ده under root, it will give me root 16 plus 9, which will give me finally 5, and this is the final answer. Question number 6 بيقول لي for any acute angle A we find that tan A equals what? طيب خلينا نشوف الرول بتاع tan A. It is opposite over adjacent. طيب نجرب التشويسز بتاعتنا. The first choice is sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse, so it's not the choice. Let's go to choice B and check. I have the numerator sine A. Let's put sine A It is opposite over hypotenuse over cosine A, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. Now, let's cancel this part with that part. So the final shape is opposite over adjacent, which is the same as this. So choice B is the correct one. Question 3, part A. Without using calculator, find the value of x, which satisfies tan x equals 4 cosine 60 sine 30, where x is the measure of an acute angle. So he wants me to find the measure of x. تمام. هنشوف ونعوض في كل حاجة. Let's substitute. Tan x equals 4 times cosine 60, as we know, it is 1 over 2. Sine 30 also is the same, 1 over 2. When we multiply, I will cancel this and this with the 4, so it will give me 1. Now it's time to find the measure of the angle. So inverse tan of 1, I will put it on the calculator, which will give me 45. Question 4, part A. If the straight line whose equation ax plus 2y minus 3 equals 0 is parallel to the straight line passing through the points 2, 3, and 1, 5, which lie on the same plane, then find the value of A. He wants me to find the value of A. أول حاجة هناخد the straight line الأولاني and we will write the equation. So ax plus 2y minus 3 equals 0. أنا عايزة 2y تبقى على الشمال وكل البارتس الناحية التانية. يبقى هنودي النيجاتيف 3 بالبوزيتيف ونودي ال ax بالنيجاتيف. So 2y equals negative ax plus 3. Now I want to divide by 2 عشان أخلي ال y لوحديها. When we divide by 2, it is negative a over 2x plus 3 over 2. This part is the slope of the first straight line. So m1 عندي بنيجاتيف a على 2. تمام. Let's go to the other straight line. I have only 2 points. How can I find the slope of this straight line? By using this formula, slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's substitute. y2 is 3 minus y1 is 5 over x2 is 2 minus x1 is 1. So it will give me finally negative 2. He said that both the straight lines are parallel, so this slope is equal to that slope. So negative a over 2 is equal to negative 2. Let's cancel the signs and let's scissors. So a equals 4. Question B. Without using calculator, prove that tan 60 equals 2 tan 30 over 1 minus tan square 30. هناخد ال left hand side ونشوف هيطلع بكام. Tan 60 is equal to root 3. طب تمام، ده ال left hand side. هنروح لل right hand side ونشوف هيديني كام في الآخر. إذا كان هو كمان root 3, so it will be proved. خلينا نشوف ال right hand side. 2 tan 30, we know it is 1 over root 3 over 1 minus tan 30 all power 2. So 1 over root 3 all power 2. This will give me 2 times 1 is 2 over root 3. وتحت هيبقى 1 minus this quantity squared is 1 over 3, as you see. After simplifying, this will be 2 over root 3 and down في 2 over 3. When we cancel this by this will give me 3 over root 3. عارفين ان احنا ما ينفعش نخلي root في الدينومينيتور, so I will multiply by the conjugate. So times root 3 up and down, this will give me root 3. It is the same as the left hand side. Question 5, part A. بيقول لي find the equation of the perpendicular to AB, where A is 1 and 3 و B 5 and 2 from the point A. طب تمام. أول حاجة لازم نجيب the slope of this straight line. So slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's substitute. y2 is 3, y1 is 2, x2 is 1, x1 is 5. تمام. This will give me finally negative 1 over 4. This is the slope of this straight line. But I want the perpendicular to it. So هنغير الساين ونجيب الريسبريكال بتاعها. يبقى السلوب التاني بتاع البربنديكولار عليه it will be 4. Now it's time to find the equation. I have the slope and I have a point on it, he said, from the point A. كانت الإيكويشن بتقولي y equals mx plus c. الm احنا لسه جايبينها اللي هي 4. Let's substitute. Now it's time to find what is c. This will be by substituting في الإيكويشن by the point 1 and 3. Let's substitute. Y equals 3 and x equals 1. This will give me c equals negative 1. نبدأ بقى نحط الإيكويشن بعد ما حطينا c أو after we found the c. So y equals 4x minus 1 is the equation. Question B بيقول لي ABCD is an isosceles trapezoid or trapezium in which AD is parallel to BC ومديني ال AD before AB5 BC12. Let's draw this isosceles trapezoid. AD trapezium بتاعنا و AD اللترز اللي قال لي عليها بيقول لي AD is parallel لل BC. حطينا كل حاجة تمام ناقص نحط dimensions. ال AB مديها لي ب5 ومديني ال AD ب4 ومديني كمان ال BC 12. طيب بالنسبة لل DC ما قالهاش في مشكلة؟ لا ما فيش مشكلة because it is already isosceles. That means these two sides are equal, so that side is also 5. تمام. عايزين بقى نكمل اللي هو طالبه. بيقول لي prove that 510b cosine c over sin square c plus cosine square b equals 3. تمام. يعني احنا عايزين دلوقتي triangles نشتغل عليها. طيب أول حاجة هنرسم الهايتس. ده معناه إنه قسم لي الشيب لتريانجل هنا وتريانجل هنا كمان. طيب I want this side. ده بكام؟ اللينث هنا كام؟ I don't know. اللينث هنا كام برضو؟ I don't know. طب I want to find it. أعمل إيه؟ إحنا عارفين إن السايد اللي قدام ال4 is also 4. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 divided by these two equal parts, so each part will be 4. تمام. هاخد التريانجل اللي موجود هنا ده واخرج بيه بره. تمام كده. عندي السايد اللي هنا 5 والسايد اللي هنا 4. I can deduce this one by Pythagoras. برافو. يبقى إذا دي 3. هاخد كمان التريانجل اللي هنا واخرج بيه بره. It will be the same. نفس الحكاية. وحطينا الدايمنشنز عليه. نبدأ نخش على الكوانتيتي على ال left hand side ونسبستيوت. 5 حطينا ال 5 زي ما هي. 10b ادي البي بتاعتي اهي. التاني عبارة عن opposite over adjacent, so 3 over 4. بعديها كوزين c. ادي c موجودة عندي هنا. الكوزين بتاعها عبارة عن adjacent over hypotenuse which is 4 over 5. We put it already. ننزل تحت في الدينومينيتور. ساين باور 2 للسي. ادي السي موجودة هنا عندنا اهي. الساين بتاعها opposite over hypotenuse, so it is 3 over 5 all power 2 as he said. اللي بعده كوزين بي squared. البي رجعنا لها تاني. الكوزين بتاعها is adjacent over hypotenuse, so 4 over 5 all power 2 as he said. نبدأ نشتغل. هنكنسل ال 5 with this 5, ال 4 with that 4, so in numerator now after cancelling هيديني 3. طب والdenominator this power 2 is 9 over 25. This power 2 is 16 over 25. When we add these together, 9 plus 16 is 25 over the same denominator 25, it gives 1. So the final answer of this part is 3. So it is now proved because it is equal to the right hand side. كده نبقى خلصنا كل الفيديو وكل الإكزام. I hope this exam is so easy for you. إذا عجبك الفيديو I hope you to subscribe, share and like, and see you soon إن شاء الله in the next video. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.